He's whiny.
Yeah, like he sounds like such a bitch.
Yeah. Well, hello everyone. You'll notice that our faces are not being shown this week.
It's because we're too fucking stupid to do video and get this shit out on time, man.
It's very hard, guys.
We can crank out 1 billion hours of audio, but those video files are too fucking big.
They're too big. So we're gonna just spottily release video. If we have a guest or something, we'll put out video. Or if we happen to get
if we get like a costume, or if I get like a cool background, or
if we just find ourselves not fucking distracted with work or other shit.
It sounds so stupid because it should not take this much extra time to do video.
Yeah, it adds like legit. It's like a 10x in production time, and this is also good because I've been sick and he's looking a wreck. So, we don't have to worry about our appearance for the time being, and we can just shoot the shit.
Yeah,
because I've had the flu.
I truly do look like just such a fucked up retard right now.
Yeah, and I'm on the tail end of dying. It's been fun though. I've lost a few pounds. So this is nice. All I could eat. I've eaten my weight in clementines. I've been on the Lucas mono food diet.
Oh yeah, no.
But my mouth is fucking raw.
When you're sick, dude.
It's nothing better.
So
dude.
Good.
It's nothing better. Like
you know what? Unfortunately, is also very true. Grapefruits.
I bet you, but it's probably even. But the clementines have made my mouth raw. I have like ulcers in my mouth now. So,
really?
Yeah.
I've never had that. When I'm like.
Yeah, I ate way too many of them. I didn't know that was possible. So,
whenever my mom, she gets gifts from clients that always involve baskets of like Harry and David fruit. So she'll get like really fucking big things of like grapefruits, and it's like my mom doesn't eat 20 pounds of grapefruits, right? So she just says, "Lucas, here's some grapefruits."
That's just 20 grapefruits,
right? And it usually coincides with when I'm like feeling kind of down or sick or something, or I'm not getting enough vitamin D, and I just like crush it, man. I just go and I absolutely demolish like 6 million grapefruits.
I would like grapefruit now. When you're younger, it's a little bit too strong of a flavor,
right? It's like bitter and but like. You power through it. You power through it when you're older, mostly because you understand that you're going to feel so fucking good after it. I don't know what it is, but grapefruit out of every citrus fruit is like the one that like it turns your shit around. No matter how fucked up you feel, no matter how like like how sick you are, how bad your day was, how many times you got dumped or cheated on, it's all fine.
That's how I feel about pomegranate. Or like
pomegranate is also really good, but it's one of those things that I have to like. Because, like, you know, if you eat the pomegranate seeds, like you chew the actual seeds themselves, your stomach feels weird and fucked up.
No.
I
eat like, especially now that they have. I just get like the. I'm a cuck for this. I buy the pre-seeded cups of arrows. I'll eat a whole fucking like 8-ounce cup of them. They sell those now.
It's like $18 for like a 100 gram.
I'll pay the fucking money so I don't have to do it myself. That shit is annoying. It's so annoying to fucking like de-seed them. But
like you. Okay, so do you spit the little seeds out?
No, I eat the whole thing.
Really?
I just chomp on it, no, and just swallow.
Because that shit fucks my stomach up real bad.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also the same kind of. I chew and swallow sunflower seeds too. So like, I don't know. I just doesn't. It's just fiber.
Sunflower seeds I can do fine. I mean, it kind of like
the shells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the only issue is like if you do that for too much, you can tell that like your intestines get blown out.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like you have to
really
razor blades and it's going through, and it's
you have to really chew them, otherwise you'll end up with a fucking shard out your asshole.
Right. Yeah. Like you're getting chafed, but it's not like your thigh is getting chafed. It's like your large intestine.
Yeah, you can perforate your intestines that way. So
you're
I don't do
shitting blood and sunflower seeds.
Yeah,
dude,
so I don't do it like
God,
that anymore.
The worst thing I ever did in my entire life. I did the sunflower thing, and then I had like a bunch of hot sauce also.
Ooh, you just felt the fucking
right. And I was like, I'm like sitting there on the toilet like, oh my God, how did I not predict this? Like this was so obviously what was going to happen, man. Have you ever had coconut flour also?
No, I've never heard of that.
So coconut flour is like a really weird flour substitute that like vegans or like gluten-free people use. However, it's something about it, dude. Certain brands, it basically winds up being just like edible little spikes. You're eating baby caltrops, right? Because like coconut fibers are actually kind of like
prickly. They're jagged. Yeah.
And
that sounds horrible.
That shit. One time, I had a bunch of cookies that someone made with that. And, it was rough because like they made it with love, right? They wanted to make sure that there was no flour, no gluten. They were trying to satisfy everyone that they were cooking for. And instead, I didn't want to have to tell them what happened, but
instead they fucking shot gravel out everyone's asshole.
Yeah,
brutal. That's what happens. If you try to please everyone, you please no one, and that's a life lesson.
I mean, I guess we still didn't get glutened.
You didn't get glutened, but at what cost?
At a massive cost.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, all this is to say, welcome to the audio episode. Sorry. I'm going to be coughing, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what you want from me. I apologize. I'm going to try to not do it on the mic, but Yeah,
he's coughing off to the side for everyone who can't see.
Trying.
This is the thing. We still got video going. We learned that all this shit makes way more sense if me and him can see each other on video. But we're hiding it. We're guarding the video, right? It's being gate kept.
Yeah, see, it actually works, because then we have kind of like a visual chemistry, but now we don't have to deal with the fucking downloading speeds. Yeah, visual chemistry.
A visual chemistry.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You don't like the visual chemistry? What is that like?
No, it's just a funny term.
Oh, okay.
It's like, I don't know. It's like you've been dating the fat girl for 6 months, trying to get her to work out, and she finally loses the weight. And now you have the visual chemistry too. Do you know anyone who's ever done that? By the way,
what gaslit their girlfriend into losing weight?
Not even like gas. It's just like it's always been the meme of like, oh yeah, dude, like this is the way. You got to find the girl who's like
the girl makes you fatter.
She hates herself, and then you got to like make her work out and like fix her up, bro. And then she'll love you forever. Like, because everyone says this as if it works. And like, no, every time I've seen that happen, it's just been an example of the market is perfectly efficient. There is no free lunch. You can't take the fat girl, make her lose weight, and have a hot girl who loves you now. As soon as she loses the weight, she has like a 6 to 12 month timer from that point to when she realizes that she's hot now. And as soon as she realizes she's hot, like all of the benefit that you thought you were getting just goes away. And you either get dumped or you have a much more high maintenance girlfriend now.
Yes. Yeah, there's no like you can't
arb the market. It's the same thing with the guys who import like the Eastern European wives to America, and they're like, oh, like this is gonna work out really well for me, man. Like she's gonna come. She was so trad, yeah. And then 6 to 12 months, man. That's what you got. She's gonna be American. 6 to 12 months.
She realizes her value here in the States. Now she's a demon.
Yep.
Yeah, no, there's no cheating the market. The market's perfectly efficient. Your alpha is short-lived. This alpha decay is real.
No, and the other thing is like these same guys, like they don't understand, and they go out and they'll like make the threads about how they did it, or they'll tell people in group chats about how happy they are. They just don't realize that like the things everyone predicted are going to happen. It is just going to happen on a delay.
Now you can stay in the other country.
Yeah, you can stay over there forever and it'll be fine, but you're not going to do that.
Yeah, right.
Like, you're not going to become Ukrainian.
I don't want to fucking shit in a bucket anymore. So I'm gonna come back to the U.S.
You're gonna go deal with like weird, like it's just casual like neighborhood war that's going on in Ukraine. So you can like fuck a girl that's like 2 points hotter. It's not gonna happen.
This is not worth it.
You're not gonna get drone bombed, so you can. Fuck your Ukrainian trad wife.
I mean, people have done worse to get laid.
They've done worse to get laid, but it's like after you get laid, you say, I don't know.
I'm not.
They don't do worse for their family, bro. They do worse to get laid.
True. Good point. You got like 4 or 5 bangs in you before.
Right. I was gonna say once you get to that 3 to 5 number, and you're like, I think I've banged it out of my system, man. I don't think I want to get bombed anymore.
I think that's fair. Yeah. No. I mean, sometimes you can see. The only time I've seen it work is if they both are fat. And then they both start working out.
If they both come up together or something.
Yeah, but I've never seen. Oh, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Did I just like?
Yeah, Verse just launched bubbles somehow.
How the fuck did I do that?
Screen. He sent up a bunch of little animated celebration bubbles.
Oh, yeah. Is it the peace sign?
I can't do it. Only he can do it. Which is
why
funny.
The fuck is that happening? That's sick.
Of course, right after we figure out that we're not doing video anymore. Video. And now we're just talking about a bunch of balloons that nobody nobody can see. Like they like nothing that we've ever talked about have they cared less than this specific thing that we're discussing.
Yeah. I mean, I figured out how to just make like balloons show up whenever I want. That's crazy. Life is weird. Anyway, you guys can't see it, so it doesn't fucking matter. But that's fucking hilarious. I'll do it next time we're on camera, just for the.
Well, I can't do it. I'm doing the same fucking thing, and it's not happening.
Just hold your hand still. No.
Yeah.
Maybe because my birthday was this week. It might be like a birthday thing. Because like my birthday was this week, so it might still be giving me the power.
That would be such a weird thing to have in this program.
I mean, on Twitter, if it's your birthday, you get balloons.
It is the same thing on Twitter, but it's like that's like for the specific date that you put in as your birthday. Did you enter your birthday into Zencaster?
Probably.
Like,
when I had to make the account, they probably asked me for my birthday for like.
But why? Like, I don't get asked for my birthday for shit like this. They ask for like your email and your password and whatever. But like,
yeah, that's a good point, right? So this is completely.
So it's
unrelated.
like they would have to be scraping your like Gmail user data specifically so that they can give you an automated balloon pop-up.
It could be a FaceTime thing
for like the week of your.
It could be an Apple thing because it's an Apple camera.
I'm on Apple too, though.
Oh, then I don't know. That's crazy.
I know nothing fucking makes any sense.
I just got magical powers, is what it is.
Oh, fuck it.
Anyway, I don't know. I've been fucking. I've been like in a like a little. What's the word? Like when you're like, I've been curled up in a ball like a cat all week, just
fetal
sweating.
Position is
I've been in the fetal position, just sweating.
Of, I believe.
Yeah, I've just been in the fetal position, sweating, watching The Expanse.
I've been absolutely glued to my computer, staring at charts. The 1 minute charts are fucking. I got like a vibrate motor hooked up to like a headband. It goes off every time. Like I have a different vibrate noise for like sells and buys on the market. So like I can feel it. Like I can feel the markets every time we go up, we go down. Like my forehead is it's getting churned into my system. Dude, I am like one with the candles. I know exactly. Like I start like being able to predict 30 seconds ahead.
Yeah, you're like watching The Matrix, bro.
Yeah,
it's like zeros and one. One how do you do with one buzz for buy, 2 buzzes for sell? I guess that's like a ternary. I don't know what a binary is.
Just have a pattern for the ups and a constant for the downs.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Nice. That's sick.
I didn't actually have a headband, so I had to make.
Oh, that would be. I mean, hey, that'd be.
Yeah, but I mean, I was quite plugged in there, and it got to the point where like I don't fucking know how any of this works. I'm not a good trader, right? Like this isn't.
No, you're not supposed to be able to. It's not. It's a random. It's not random. It's like a dynamic system. It's chaotic. You can't really.
But I did
really
literally. I was, because Oxfund makes you hold positions, right? Like you have to enter positions. I have to trade like 20% of my total account collateral every day, right? So if you have like a $50,000 account, you have to trade fucking like $10,000 a day at least. Which is like, if you do that every day for a month, you gradually learn how it works, right? Like you have to.
You would think so.
Yeah, you have, like, in order to do that without losing all your money, you have to learn a little. So like, I tweeted out, not gonna lie, man, this shit looks fucking fried at like the exact Pico top. And like right when I tweeted that out, I de-levered. Like I didn't go like short, but I de-levered because I was like 10x long on like my entire net worth. And I de-levered down to like 1x or something. And then literally just everything went down from there. Like that exact point. If I had sold and shorted everything, I would have been, but like I didn't have the confidence to short. Like we're in bull mode now, dude. You want to be shorting? Like I don't fucking, that's dangerous, bro. You want to find out that, like, imagine shorting Bitcoin at like 38 and it gets up to like 52. What the fuck do you do in that position? You
don't do shit. You're liquidated out of your balls.
Yeah.
I've been there. You think you're a little fucking clever and you're like, oh, I'm gonna short it for like an hour, fucking make everything back, then long it the way up, and then you're like, nope. Yep. Just goes right through your nuts.
Yeah. There were some guys, like Cold-Blooded Schiller did exactly what I did, but instead of de-levering, he actually went short. And he printed. He fucking printed. But that guy is also like,
he's very good. He's been good for
he's like literally made like $100 million in the last like 6 months that I've been watching him in every market that he's entered.
Yeah, he
also well, he's another one of those accounts where it's like he 100% knows who I am and he is actively not following me back. Which is sad because I think he's a very good trader.
He's got to keep the alpha on his screen. Yeah, we used to be mutuals. I don't know if we still are. Probably not. I haven't seen his account on my timeline in a very long time. We are not mutuals anymore. It's
Did
over.
He unfollow you?
Yeah, but he's a big wig now.
I know.
This is back in the day. This is like, he used to follow me back in like 2019.
How big was his account back then?
Not like any bigger than either. Probably like your size. Actually, probably less than your size. Probably between the two of us though.
Okay.
Probably like 30K.
This is bad. We're like out here like shilling this guy who's like he's like dumped both of us, or just like he didn't even dump me. He just like rejected me.
Yeah. Listen, I don't hold it personal. If you want to break moots, I take it with a grain of salt. You'll be back. They always come back. That's the thing.
Oh, I take it personally.
Yeah.
I take it super personally.
I don't even you know how many I've had my moots broken many times by flood, by fucking so many people. And I just understand that sometimes, I'm a little bit abrasive. I might have, because I also change subject matter all the time. Sometimes I'm like a crypto trader. Sometimes I'm just doing like political shit. Sometimes I'm being an idiot, making dick jokes. I go through phases, and I can understand.
Actually, yeah. Like imagine following Lucas like 1 year ago for making like content where he was pretending to be a woman or something.
Yeah.
And then you get to this point and he's just like fully like a crypto account, posting charts, awake for like 48 hours in a row, spamming like extremely stimulated essays about like 2017 crypto cycles.
Yeah.
And you're just
see,
like,
now you're
what
like,
the fuck? Like what happened? Who is this, the same guy? Did he sell his account?
Exactly. So, I understand if people get a little bit like, all right, it's not what I signed up for. I got to go. But they come back because I come back, because I'm multifaceted.
Yeah, I'm kind of amazed that I've had I expected a bunch of people to be like, stop posting about crypto, Lucas. We don't give a fuck. And it like hasn't really happened.
No, because I mean, like the core of your following started with the Bulma thing. So the core of your following was crypto.
Well, no, I would say the core of my following, like it might have started with the crypto stuff, but it basically got there through like normie jokes posting and like relationship.
Oh no, I mean like the bulk of your following, sure, but the original substantive core,
The OG ones.
The OG ones.
I mean, it might have even been like the lifting people, which is probably another thing. Like that's another community. Imagine you follow me. Imagine you follow me for weightlifting shit and like physique pictures, and now it's just like I don't know. Dude.
Crypto bros like money, so that always. Oh, sorry. Lifting bros tend to like money. Well, they like lifting, but then they have to.
They always join in the cycle earlier than everyone else, right? Like, there's every demographic has a like a susceptibility to the crypto bull run. You know, like at some point during this bull run, basically every person on the planet is going to have some involvement with crypto, right? And it's just like, what community are they in? Sort of dictates when they actually buy and start caring and watching this stuff. And the right wing lifter bros, they get in like really early compared to like moms or like lefty artists or communists or whatever.
The testosterone levels make them risk tolerant.
Maybe. It's weird. I mean, they don't usually like money in most other capacities, right? Like that is something that is weird about like the right wing people is like they sort of they are like poor minded in a lot of stuff. And like when people come out, like, you know, when Solbra started selling stuff, people got really fucking mad at him.
Yes.
Like,
they don't like when you earn your
evil
money.
Grifter.
They don't like when you earn your money, but they do like when you gamble to make it. Yeah. Like they like sports betting and they like fucking crypto, but they don't like if you try to actually make a business.
There's no amount of times that I've gotten that line about like, oh, but like, how does this create like real value from people that's been greater than like what the right wing people have said to me? What do you know, like they do that all the time about any sort of speculative asset value. And it's like, that's never been a fucking question for me. Like I've never had to grapple in my head with like, why does this have value? Right.
Well, that's the normie cons though. The normie cons.
Yeah. It's like if people are willing to pay a price for it, it has that value inherently. And my brain doesn't get caught up wondering like how or whatever. And they'll be like, but dude, like, it's not like building houses and it's like, who
fucking
cares,
gives a shit,
man? Yeah, like why does it matter? Well, but like this isn't building the community, and it's like,
bro, you're posting on Twitter. How does that make any fucking value? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, my big issue with all these people is like it's very easy to disparage things for not making real value, but it's like, what do you guys fucking do? Like,
exactly.
Tell me what your job is that's so like important and how you're creating real value, right? And it's never like. They're never like, oh, like I'm a machine learning engineer and I've developed this product that's like created $1.2 billion in value over the last 6 months. It's always like, I work at a gas station or like,
bro, the only jobs I've done that created real value, I never made any money. I learned very quickly that if you're not doing like a super like high leverage job that creates value, like a ML engineer, and you're just doing something that makes real value, you're not going to make the multiples. You need to do like something abstracted away from value.
Well, the other thing is that the way that they define value is always fucking retarded, right? Like value to them will always be like either growing food directly or like building houses directly. Like those are the two forms of value creation that can exist. And it's like, I mean, I've worked at things where I've created value and I consider most of the jobs that I work now to create value. But it's like, I mean, even if I were to go and fucking tell them about like old jobs where I've worked as like designing shit that like builds other shit explicitly, right? Like shit that builds the shit that builds the shit that builds houses. And they would be like, oh, that's not creating value because it's not the things that are building houses directly.
Yeah,
it's like 2 steps removed. And you're like, I don't know, man. Like
that's so cringe. Oh, yo, it's not great. How about you expand your fucking mind, bro? How about you fucking expand your mind, dog?
How about you just accept that if people are willing to pay money for things, it has inherent value to someone, and that makes it valuable.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really easy. It's really easy. Like my mom gets this instantly. My mom, like, it's never an issue for her. My dad is always he's one of the people who. But where's the real value? Like I don't. And like I there's like a specific ethnography that this goes with, right? It's like a specific type of like Anglo that can't conceptualize as value.
The Protestant work ethic, like Anglo.
Yeah. It's really weird. And thank God it fucking avoided me.
Yeah, I'm a fucking filthy cosmopolitan lib I'm of that ethnography. So my parents.
I don't even think it's liberalism that does this to people though, because
no, it's like modernism. It's not really liberalism. It's like postmodern capital, like anything that's like that's where the modernism part when we like entered like the 20th century, and labor was abstracted away from value with like financial markets and shit. That's when it started. And that's when people started being like, "Oh, the communists!" Yeah, because that's what that whole shit started to.
Because it will be like a bunch of lefties that have the same issue too. Actually,
100%.
Like this is like the lefties' criticism of crypto is that it's like fake and has no real value and all of this other shit, which is weird because like at this point, you know, like I had some guy commenting to me and saying like, "Oh, like crypto has no real use cases. I haven't seen one real use case for crypto," and it's like, have you just like not worked? Because like every company that I used or every company that I worked with used some form of like blockchain supply management because it's like the best thing to like track inventory or like track things up and down, like to figure out where your shit is. Like nothing is better. Like Visa is like piloting a Solana settlement system. Like I know so many companies that have been explicitly dealing with some form of crypto integration for the last like 4 years. I think you literally just have to have not worked a job in order to be able to say things like that.
A lot of these people have not worked a job. I
think that's actually what's going on. It's like it's only been like you're like a cashier or something for 5 years and you're like, oh, crypto's dumb. And it's like, that's even going to change. Like even those people are going to start seeing crypto because it's going to be used as a payment processing settlement layer. And these aren't the things that necessarily make money, right? Like I could name off the fucking blockchain supply management coins, and like none of these things are moving.
They're making none of them.
These are things that they came out in like fucking 2017 or some shit like that.
I would argue the more utility that a coin has, the less money it's gonna make.
Yeah. It's like you don't make money buying this stuff, but it's like it's used. It has use. It's just totally disconnected from people's willingness to gamble massive amounts of money on it.
Yes. And speculation does drive economies. That's hence the stock market.
This is something that's going to be really funny, I think, about like the upcoming AI coin cycle, because like none of the coins that actually integrate and use any sort of meaningful AI technology are going to be the ones that moon. The ones that moon are going to be the ones with founders who make like a front end for like an OpenAI
Sora
API.
thing.
Yeah. And they get up on stage and they like wave their hands around and do like a really good pitch. Like those are going to be the fucking ones who moon.
What was the name of what's his face's thing? The FU thing, the factor.
Yeah.
They should do a fucking, because they originally were going to do something with a video. They should make a front end for Sora. And do their old idea where they were like making like real time videos.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
It is funny that they just totally pivoted and did that well. That was cool. But there's I don't know, you know, like Imagine AI. They literally have their own GPU cluster. They have their own image generation models to do like uncensored image generation. Like they actually have all of the shit. Like it's built out. It exists. And during the AI coin, like I don't know, narrative bull run that we just had here, they went up like 20% or something. Whereas like all of this random shit that was just like copies of
bro. I just fucking had
500x.
Every fucking product I had that has a product. I had Dither or whatever. They released a product and it dropped 80%, 90%. I woke up today like, are you fucking kidding me, bro?
Yeah, no, I actually had a post drafted about this where it was just like, I know a decent amount about like the AI ML market. I have a lot of friends who work in the sector. I can get a lot of feedback on like what is legitimate and what is just like bullshit. I don't think that gives me any actual edge in crypto AI coins.
You need to sell a dream.
It's not going to matter at all. It's a total disconnection of value from pumponomics.
You need to sell a dream. And if you have a reality, the dream can't flourish.
Yeah. It's actually worse. It's actually worse if people can imagine your product or interact with it or use it in any way. It would be so much better if it just didn't exist flat out.
Oh man, yeah, I got fucking wrecked twice in the last couple of weeks just because I was like, oh, there's real products here. Let's try this. Let's do the ETH 404s down to 0. Okay, all right, let's pivot into the dither. That's a product. Oh no, down again. So I've been having a bad couple weeks.
I had the funniest fucking realization when a friend released one of the 404s. So you know how all the 404s were like super expensive?
Yeah.
Like instead of, you know, like most shit coins will have a price of like 0.000000001 cents per token. And 404s were selling for like $2,000 a token or something.
Yeah.
I didn't understand why that was until my friend.
The supply's really low.
No. I mean, well, yeah, like explicitly it is because they have a lower supply. But the reason that they make the supply low is because gas scales linearly with the number of tokens you buy because 404s are an NFT.
Gas scales linear.
So like if you buy 100 tokens, it's going to cost you like way more in gas fees to swap that than if you buy one. So like they released it and the market cap was really low when they released it. So like if you wanted to buy anything, it was like $180 swap fee to get like a $10 bag. So nobody fucking did it. And then it went way up and then people started buying, but like
interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So this is just a little note out there. I know the 404 market is dead, but if anyone is planning to dev some 404s, set your supply fucking low, because when you're sitting there with a market cap of 20K and people are trying to get in early and they can't because they're getting in early means your token costs like 0.02 cents and they have to buy like 1 million of them. They're going to get wrecked on gas fees. Because you are not going to have an efficient enough contract that they're able to buy like fucking 2,000 of these for a reasonable amount of money.
Yes, it scales it. It's like the inverse Dutch auction.
Isn't an inverse Dutch auction just a regular auction?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes, but it has this. It still has the scaling of buying. Yeah.
For those of you unaware, a Dutch auction is basically when the price is high. It starts off very high and it incrementally lowers until the supply is gone, right? So let's say you have 1,000 cookies and you're selling them for $10 and nobody buys, and then you sell for $9 and one person buys, and then you sell for $8 and then 30 people buy, and then you sell them for $7 and then everyone buys, right?
It's like a Dutch auction, but the gas is the high price. So it is a Dutch auction. It's like a adjacent parallel Dutch auction. I don't know. Yeah. Tangential Dutch auction. I'm going to coin this.
I think the concept of auctions, Dutch auctions, all this shit overall is always just really funny. Like it's just a super funny price model.
I hate Dutch auctions. They're the fucking worst. I always get, because there's always some fucking rich fuck. And then, like, by the time it gets to the price, like, some fucking rich guy buys a lot of them at the high price, and then it goes down. And then, right when you're like, my price point is always like 1 cent after the fucking everyone buys them. Like, I just time it wrong.
Well, Dutch auctions are basically designed to create FOMO that gets you to overspend by a massive fuckload. And like nothing ever exemplifies this worse than crypto, because when you're trying to buy something on Ethereum and suddenly buys spike, so does gas, right? So the price might be down one sector, like maybe it went from $7 to $6 and it's cheaper now, but because everybody's buying, gas prices are spiking super hard. And like in order to get your buy-in, you have to spend an extra like $500 to like pump it in with the gas or some shit. So like you're now sitting there making the decision of like, do I pay the extra fuck ton of money in gas, or do I just accept that I got screwed and sit this one out? And then it's like, well, did I just sit here watching the price for 30 minutes just to not do anything? Wouldn't that be retarded? So then you wind up like wasting a fuck ton of money.
Or you try to and can't do it.
Or you're Lucas and you do nothing because you never deploy capital ever.
The few Dutch auctions I tried to participate in were art blocks, like last cycle. And the ones that I always like hesitated on are the ones that like went crazy. And the ones that I bought went to fucking zero. So
art blocks was such a weird thing because it was like they had some sort of weird generative algorithm that like people said made them worth money inherently.
They did for a while, and then they started like they really pumped the supply out. Yeah, and then when they did that, it just ruined everything.
I think Charlie was telling me to buy a Fidenza.
If you could afford a Fidenza, yeah, I got a fucking Fidenza.
But it's like, this was the thing. Everyone was telling me like, dude, just do this. Trust me, it's going to work. And it's like, if you're new to markets, it's like, I understand that things inherently have value because people are willing to spend money on them. But like, that doesn't mean that I'm willing to buy things that have that value until I understand what actually makes it valuable, right? Like I can understand that there is a market surrounding like NFTs or whatever the fuck. But like, I wasn't going out and buying a ton of them because like, I didn't understand what made something valuable within the context of that market, right? Like, I didn't know what made Bored Apes valuable. Now I have an understanding of why things are priced the way that they are, and I can like actually buy them without just being scared as shit. But like, at the time, I did not.
Well, Fidenzas they were for a while there the premier, like the original and the premier generative art NFT.
They're still pretty high, aren't they?
Probably. I don't know what they cost anymore, but
dude, I saw that fucking pudgy penguins flipped Bored Apes, man.
Really?
Yeah.
And what do they cost now?
They're like 30 ETH or some shit.
You know what's crazy? I literally almost had a penguin.
Same.
I was literally in the fucking queue. I was gonna buy one when they were like 0.2 or something, and I like hesitated.
I almost bought them when they were like 2.5 ETH down in this last right before it ripped, just because I was like, basically everyone in the Milady ecosystem was like shitting on pudgies, and I was like, it would be super funny if I just like bought a pudgy and put it on as my profile picture. And just said like, fuck Miladies, I'm a pudgy penguin now. Like, it would be really fucking funny of me to do this.
I actually really deeply regret it because I bought, what did I buy instead? I was gonna buy like 2 pudgies, or I bought like 8 fucking like pixel cats or some shit like that. And those went to like 0. I was like, no, there's more of these. These are gonna be great, I promise. And this is the one time a girl was like, made a correct NFT trade, and I got it wrong, and she was just like, buy the fucking penguins. I was like, no, what? This is dumb.
That's so funny because like, I was just about to say, pudgy penguins are like the one NFT I know that has actually made girls like fucking gigabillions, because there were girls who bought like multiple pudgy penguins and they're now like 50K a piece or something.
Yep.
And like, I haven't ever seen girls just like diamond hand anything other than pudgy penguins. It's so funny.
I was like, and I just made it's the dumbest trade ever, because I was like, they were literally like 0.2, 0.3 ETH. And I was like, oh yeah, we got this. And I was broke too. I was like, but I have enough for some of these fucking penguins, but they're dumb. I'm gonna get these pixel cats. These are fucking the future, bro. Don't just you wait.
It's always so funny going back and like looking at the way that you like made a decision to buy an NFT, because like in the end, when you like zoom out, you do realize like all of this is super retarded. Yeah, you know, like I'm comparing like pudgy penguins to like pixel cats. It's like all of this shit is so dumb, man. Like this entire decision tree, just start to finish, absolutely retarded, man.
And of course, this is the one that goes to fucking 30 something ETH. So it goes.
But it's like, I now understand why it happened, right? Like, I'm getting more and more confident that like the things that I have conviction in are actually like, it's happened enough times now that like I can say, okay, I was right about that one. I just didn't have the balls to like buy in, because I was like, I'm going to have to spend like thousands of dollars on this weird, like, do I really understand the speculative penguin JPEG market well enough that I'm willing to invest this percentage of my net worth in that guess? And it's now like, yeah, I do. Like, I've looked enough at the speculative penguin JPEG market that I feel I can understand it.
Well, but yeah, so next time, hopefully next time that there's one of these moments, I'm ready, but so far has not been the case.
I think the Solana NFT seasons are going to be really funny, because like the Solana users are like already extremely retarded, and NFT buyers are like extremely retarded, and the combination of the two is but like funny.
The number of Solana stupidity NFTs, like retarded NFTs, is so high. It's like the signal to noise there is really difficult. It's just like endless stupidity.
I don't know why, but I feel like the NFT set that has to be like the pinnacle. You know, like every ecosystem has their like their pinnacle. Like for ordinals, they have like the Bitcoin puppets.
Yeah.
For Ethereum, they have like the fucking like Miladies or Punks or Penguins or whatever the fuck. I don't know if we have like a retard NFT for Solana yet, and I just feel like it has to be like a bird, like it has to be like a chicken or something.
When I see it, well, the thing is, I can't tell. My ears just popped. Everything's just louder now. I can't tell like for there's like an aesthetic that you can kind of like see on Ethereum that you know will work, and that aesthetic does not transfer to Solana. You know.
Yeah.
Like the aesthetic that works on each chain is different, and I cannot actually place the correct one for Solana yet. So when I eventually, I guess I'll figure that out. But at the moment, it's alien to me.
I don't think I'm ever going to be like a really good NFT trader.
I got pretty good at it, but then it all
I can like figure out which ones might be big by the time they're already like 25% big.
Oh, that's good. Well, the thing is, so what I have learned is that you double down on the winners in crypto.
Yeah, no, this is something like Suzu had that tweet where he was like, it was something like selling half of your supply after a 2x is the most retarded thing I've ever heard of. You should be doubling down after a 2x.
Yeah, the one that starts going up, just buy more of that one because the second best doesn't work. So it's easier.
Yeah, I mean that sentiment, when deployed during a bear market, loses you fucking everything. Like during a bear market, you should actually just be selling half on a 2x, and you should be extremely aggressive about taking profits. Anytime you have money, you should be protecting the fuck out of it. But in a bull market, like when shit is about to break its all-time high, you should just max bid, man. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I have no fucking idea what I'm talking about. But like, this is something that's made me more money now that stuff is going than any other strategy. It's just, it looks like this shit is up 30% on the day. Time to put in a bid.
Yeah. Go with the winners. I'll say that. That being said, I've been getting fucked, so ignore me. Well, but you know,
the only time I did the opposite of this was Celestia. I was like, Celestia has been doing really well for the last like 2 months, but this last 2 weeks, while everything else has been going massively up, it has been dog shit. So it's a good coin. It went really up for the last 2 months. I'm sure it's just consolidating here for another run. And so I like went in on it, and it just continued doing dog shit. And everything else that was going up just kept going up. And I was like, okay, well, that's retarded. Why did I think it was suddenly going to stop doing what it's doing?
I need to get on Celestia. Have they done the airdrop? Have they done one?
The token itself was airdropped to people.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Then it's late and GG's.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know if airdrop shit is ever going to be like super valuable again. Like this whole airdrop.
They say that every time. The farming meta probably doesn't work. But everyone always said there's always like airdrops are not going to be the thing until there's the one that's like the thing. So at the moment we're not in airdrop season, but
I missed the DYM dimension. Is that what it is?
I missed that one too.
Dude, I should have been in that super hard because I actually qualified for like a big fucking bag, but you had to like enter your wallet into something, and I never did that.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was going to happen, so I missed that entirely. Apparently it was decent. People seem to like
I've been tracking the amount of money that I missed in airdrops, and I realized it's more than I made my first year of employment after getting a STEM degree.
Oof.
Yeah.
Big oof.
It's hilarious. Now, also the amount of money that I've made is more than that, but it's like, holy shit.
Don't track what you miss. That's pain.
No, but it's just like really weird because, you know, like when I was at my job and I was working most of the time, I missed like every airdrop because I was working. I couldn't be in group chats like scrounging for fucking airdrop alpha. But I didn't understand that I literally could have just quit, and just by virtue of being active in group chats all the time, you get enough information to like replace your income. Like it was so fucking stupid, man.
Yeah. But the thing is though too, like when you have to do it to replace your income, it doesn't work the same way as when you do it in your free time and it can replace your, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If I didn't also have other things making me money, I definitely would not want to be living off of
you also like, because you don't know what's going to happen. And then like it just ends up being the stress changes your decision making.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, but
it is funny when you get to see like people just like totally fuck it up and have like, so again, for those who do not know, airdrops are basically like, if you use a crypto protocol and it doesn't have a token, at some point it is basically assumed that they are going to just hand out all of their users free money when they drop their token. Like they're going to give the token to the people who used their thing. This is a really hard concept to explain because it doesn't happen in any other industry and it doesn't really make any sense.
Because it's illegal in every other industry.
Oh yeah, I think it's like extremely illegal.
It's illegal. It's illegal if you tell people ahead of time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you can never fucking tell anyone that it's going to happen, right? But it's like it can just be assumed that if a protocol has no token, they're going to give it to you at some point for using it. Now, because of this assumption, there are companies that like I think abuse that. You know, like MetaMask, the wallet. Everybody has been thinking that they're going to release a token for so fucking long. So like MetaMask wallet has like an in-wallet swap that it lets you do that has like a fucking 3% swap fee, right? So it's like if you swap from one asset to another asset, you're going to lose like 3% of your total money or more doing that swap. It's insane. Like they fuck you. Everybody does it. Not everybody.
I mean, I've done a few of them just for the potential.
People do it. Weird fucking Stockholm syndrome do this. Or weird Stockholm syndrome people do this because they think that when MetaMask released a token, they're going to give them airdrop money that will more than make up for the amount of money they've lost in swaps.
That's the only metric they can track. So there's like, this has to be it.
Yeah. And it's like
never gonna happen.
It seemed like it was going to happen at some point, but it's been like fucking 4 years now, and MetaMask still has not released this token. And I'm pretty convinced at this point that like MetaMask is just doing it as like an infinite carrot that they can dangle in front of people.
Oh yeah, 100%.
To make them give MetaMask all of their money in swap.
They make so much in revenue. They're
making like billions of dollars, unironically, yearly in swap fees because people think that there's going to be a MetaMask airdrop that will reward them for fucking bonking themselves on the head with a hammer.
Nope. That's genius on their part, though. What was I gonna say? Fuck, I lost it. Oh, speaking of fucking airdrops that I were promised and I have not got yet, where the fuck is my grass airdrop, bro? You know about you using grass?
No, I heard this is like some spyware you're supposed to like install on your computer, and then it like gives you $10 million.
They use your leftover bandwidth to do like AI training or something. And I have 6 megabit per second internet, bro.
Yeah, you might not bandwidth do I have?
You might not need to be using it, but I've been using it, and I have like a decent amount of points. I'm like an emerald tier now, and you just keep getting more tiers the more you refer people.
Oh, they did the gem tiers and all of this shit.
Yeah, so like I'm an emerald tier. And,
I've been hearing people tell me that one's good. You might make some bands off that.
That's what people say, but I don't know when the fuck they're gonna release it. They never mention it. So there's
I know, dude. I told all of the non-crypto people to start farming like the testnet airdrops because they take no money, right? So it's like. Because like I don't want to tell like a non-crypto person to start farming an airdrop that is going to cost them money because there's a chance that like
it doesn't get shit.
There's a chance that they never pay out, or there's a chance that the airdrop sucks, or that they don't qualify, and that they just lose money and hate me forever now. So for the testnet stuff though, I tell fucking everybody about the testnet shit because it's free. So like if they don't get it, it's like whatever.
Yeah,
but
whatever.
If they do get it, they're like holy fuck, and it's like now they suddenly understand crypto, right? They're like, oh. So I just use shit and then they pay me. It's like, yeah, that's how it works.
So with this fucking grass shit, there's 10 tiers and you get points and the points scale, right, into the different tiers. And I have like a pretty decent amount of points. I don't know if I'm tier 6.
Is there like 10. A leaderboard?
They're making the leaderboard. It hasn't been shown yet, but I can see how
when they release the leaderboard, like nothing is more depressing. You know,
bro, I've seen people on Twitter have retarded numbers, like in the millions. Yeah. I have like 100,000, a few hundred, like 100,000 or so points.
It's like the blast airdrop shit. Like I started going through the leaderboard and I see like fucking Maki Big Brother with like having like literally like 1 million times more points than I do.
Yeah, I have like 120,000 points, which I thought was good. And then I saw like someone with like 7 million points, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But apparently, allegedly, this is gonna pay out. It fucking better, bro. I've been out here since they released the beta for Saga phones.
Dude, this is why the concept of airdrops is just so funny.
Because using my fucking internet is what they're doing.
Well, yes. It's because they're incentivizing all of these people to do like random shit that they think is going to get them free money. And there's no guarantee. There can't be a guarantee because it's illegal to guarantee people that doing these things will make you money. So like you just have all these people just doing random shit, using things in ways that they think might be rewarded in hopes that maybe it happens with no guarantee, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it is funny. It's objectively one of the funniest things on earth.
It's clever.
That
it's
like
very clever.
Right, like because it's not even like crypto is such a speculative industry in that like people will invest money into things that they think might have some narrative, and like they're now not even doing it with money. Like you're not even investing money in airdrops. You're investing like your time. So you have all these people going around just like clicking random shit and like pooling liquidity and like adding things and interacting with contracts and spending like hours a day doing weird shit just to pump up. And you know why they do this too is it's because they need to raise money. So in order to raise money, they need to show the people who are fundraising that they have active users. How do they get active users? With this vague promise of giving everyone some amount of free money for doing something. And that's the other funny thing is it's like it's never an amount that's promised, right? Like the amount of money that you get in an airdrop is totally fucking random. It's obviously like it's based on things. It's based on like how much money they want to give you, but like you don't have a way to know how much money they're going to give you. Like everybody knew that there was an upcoming Arbitrum airdrop. How were they pricing the Arbitrum airdrop? Nobody fucking knows. Nope. Like you see all these threads where they're like, guys, this is my price prediction for the Arbitrum airdrop. And it's just a random fucking number based on like, well, like this is how many users they have, and this is how much total valuation. But it's like none of those things correlate directly to the money that they would give you. Like it's a total ass pull.
Yeah, I'm still fucking. Oh, speaking of, my fucking Arbitrum airdrop's still locked.
Did you stake yours? I should have staked mine. I think I sold mine at like $1.50 because of or something.
It got locked in Coinbase because Coinbase doesn't let you use Arbitrum unless it. I have to check this every few months to see if I can use Arbitrum again. One second. Let me check now.
Dude, I felt so bad. I tried to use Coinbase recently to just do like I wanted to swap Ethereum to Bitcoin, and it was the most awful experience I've ever had using any application.
So Coinbase won't let you use Arbitrum. So my airdrop is currently stuck there and has been stuck there for over a year.
Did you send it to your Coinbase wallet?
Yeah, accidentally, yeah.
Can't you just like email them or something?
No, you can't. Because
they have one customer support agent and he's like in Singapore or like
because this is their wallet is technically a Web3 wallet and it works with everything, but because it's like under US regulations or whatever, their weird regulation shit, they haven't like got approved to use like Arbitrum. So they fucking block you access to Arbitrum, but they let you still interact with Arbitrum. So I was able to trade to Arbitrum, but I can't trade it back from Arbitrum.
Oh, and but they don't tell you?
They don't tell you until afterwards. And then like, if you ask them, hey, can you like get it off for me? They're like, no, because it's self-custodial. But then they're like, okay, I'm like, okay, then can I have my keys? They're like, no, because we don't let any user have their key. Dude, there's like a weird in between.
It's so fucking insane how like more than really any other market in the world, you have to know so many like secret loopholes with crypto or else you just get like fucked all the time like this.
Mm-hmm. So I can't ever get it back.
Like, imagine being like a random mom entering this industry and trying to avoid the like 9,000 wacky booby traps placed throughout every single hallway.
Well, so this was a fucking ridiculous booby trap, and Coinbase should have said something. I wanted to do a class action lawsuit, but I couldn't get I couldn't get a lawyer to back.
Well, apparently, if you have enough followers on Twitter and you hammer them, stuff happens. Like, because when I was trying to use it just to swap Ethereum to Bitcoin so I could buy some ordinals, I had such a bad fucking experience. Like I was using the website on Safari, and the buttons didn't work. Like, icons, the graphics just didn't show up. The user and it was the worst exchange interface I've ever seen in my fucking life. It was so screwed up, man. I have no idea. Like, Coinbase used to have like a good, like, GDAX was a good exchange. It made sense. It was easy to use. You could place limit orders, stop losses, trailing stops, all this other shit.
That's where I learned how to trade was GDAX.
I don't know what the fuck they did to it, man. Like, I don't understand how they made it so much worse over this. It's like you had billions of dollars and you had like 5 years and they fucking made it worse. Like, it sucks now, dude. It's fucked up. But
in like 2017, it was like it had zero fees. And like it was easy to transfer back and forth between. It was fucking awesome.
It was so good. And so I used it and I tweeted out like, holy shit, I just tried to use Coinbase and it's like an unusable piece of garbage now, bro. Like, I just used Thorchain to swap. Like, it was literally cheaper by a factor of like 4 to use ThorSwap to swap native assets from Ethereum to Bitcoin than it was to use a centralized exchange. Like, what the fuck is the point of centralized exchanges at this point if they're going to have fees that are this high and like user interfaces that are this bad?
You just reminded me that I forgot ThorSwap is like swaps Bitcoin to Ethereum.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a genius.
And the fee was like nothing. It was like fucking $30 to swap like 3 Ethereum.
That's like the first thing I researched for a company when I first got into crypto. And I did a whole write-up for them internally. And I was like, oh shit, ThorSwap kind of rocks.
Our tech is literally good now, dude. Like, we literally have an ecosystem that I could show to people and not be like, I am deeply embarrassed to be associated with this.
But you need to know, the thing is, like, you need to know what's good. And it changes because of the regulation landscape. So
I don't even want to say it changes because of the regulatory landscape. I want to say
things keep getting shut down.
I want to say it changes because like people randomly will just like destroy their own tech.
Yeah. Well, I think ThorSwap, didn't they run out of money? They kind of like,
I think ThorSwap had a couple big hacks.
They got fucked during the Luna thing. I do remember that because I was at the ThorSwap event.
Everyone got fucked during the Luna thing, man.
But they are still working. They're still up. So yeah, I'll still use their shit. I was trying to think about how to swap to Bitcoin without Coinbase. So that's very helpful.
Yeah. No, absolutely use Thor. I mean, there's a bunch of other like exchange swap sites that people use, but like I looked at every single one of them and the fees were all like magnificently higher than ThorSwap.
The other thing that you could use is in your whatever the swap is called inside of a Ledger wallet. That one's really good.
Really?
Yeah, because like there's an internal swap. I don't know what it's called, but you could swap between any of the assets that the wallet supports. So I've done that between like, you know, Bitcoin, Solana and ETH, or Bitcoin and this and that. And that works. It just takes a long time. And I don't think it hit me with big fees at all. I don't have any recollection of that.
That would be weird if the Ledger, because like I think of Ledger as being kind of like a I don't want to say the word here. They're a very money grubby country or a company, I would say.
Yeah, maybe.
Dude,
sure.
Ledger now offers a backup service that you can subscribe to that costs $10 a month.
Yes,
which is like what the fuck? Like nothing about that makes sense. Like you are a hardware wallet. So you're willing to like sell people access to their own seed phrase for like $10 a month? Like, it's the most insane thing I've ever heard.
I don't know what, it doesn't say what the fees are. I don't think it's that much, dude. I'm pretty sure that I've done it before and was shocked that it was like fairly cheap.
If they don't tell you what the fees are up front, I would assume that they're not that great.
They're probably not that great, but you got to consider that I don't have to go to like different the convenience of it just being in my. Yeah, maybe it might be cheaper. It might be more expensive than it's likely more expensive than ThorSwap. But when you're doing something that's hard to do, like Bitcoin to something else, I'm like convenience wins.
I didn't realize how fucking weird Bitcoin network is as a whole. Like, have you looked at this shit recently? And it's like they have
Bro,
like
I don't understand anything that Bitcoin.
They got like
done
native
in the last 2
SegWit.
years.
They got like nested SegWit. They got like Taproot wallets. They got, and you're just like, what? And they're all like different addresses.
Since I wrote my book in 2018, since like the Lightning Network came out, was that Ethereum?
No, Lightning was Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, yeah. Ever since that happened, I have not been kept up, and I know their whole shit's completely different now. They have like L2 now. They have stacks. They have like ordinals. I don't understand any of it and how it works.
And because like we've learned how like our entire model of understanding how like the wallet account address thing works is based on like ERC20 shit, and it's totally different. Like,
yeah, they like transcribe it into the thing, and I'm like, what
and
the
you
fuck
have to like pay
about?
a fee to like accept money or something, or like consolidate stuff.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's just weird. Like,
genuinely
it's not
don't
just in your shit for free.
Yeah, and there's like there's like the whole SUBSTACKS network thing on top of it. I don't know. I genuinely could not tell you how any of it works. But hey, good for them though.
Which is weird because Bitcoin is like the thing that I like most, and also the most common crypto. And so like the idea of saying like I don't know how this shit works anymore makes me feel like a huge retard.
Yeah, me too. Actually, yes. I in literally 2 years ago, I told myself I was going to learn what ordinals were, and I still don't. Like, I know what they are, but I don't know how they work. And that's like, there are very few things in crypto like where I can look at it and go, I actually don't know how this works whatsoever. And that's absolutely one of them.
Dude, when I bought my ordinals on my ledger, I literally had to sign 13 transactions.
Wait, your ordinals on your ledger? It shows up?
So well, I use Ledger through I want to say it's like Xverse wallet or something.
Oh yeah, Xverse is what I yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So but I'm sitting there and like the Ledger has 2 fucking buttons, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I have to sign, and every sign is like a series of like 3 button clicks.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I literally spent like 3 minutes sitting there just clicking the fucking 2 buttons on my Ledger trying to like get the sign, and I'm like, holy shit, this is like retarded, man. Like this is super convoluted. This is the worst process I've ever. Oh my god!
No, all the L2 stuff on Bitcoin is incredibly convoluted because they have to
And as I was doing that, spending the 3 minutes clicking the buttons, I was like, "Holy shit, we're so early, bro! I'm about to make so much money." And that's the other really funny thing that crypto teaches you is when something has a totally dog shit user experience on a chain that has massive funding, your first thought is never like, "Wow, this is so hard. This sucks." It's like, wow, this sucks, which means nobody is going to do it, which means the fact that I'm willing to do this early means money. That everything I buy doing this is going to go so fucking up, man.
Yes, that's typically the case.
Like I literally have like some sort of reverse PTSD Stockholm syndrome for things that like suck ass and waste my time because the crypto market is this way.
So true. I still don't have an ordinal, but one day.
I just have I had that one Bitcoin puppet at first, and then people convinced me to buy more puppets and some other random shit, and then the puppets got me on white lists, so I just bought some of that stuff. I unironically think Bitcoin puppets are going to be like 1 Bitcoin a puppet.
Probably.
Like that's my most delusional retard thesis is that the Bitcoin puppet monkey pictures are going to be worth like $300,000.
Probably,
I am not a financial. I am so far from a financial advisor. You should consider me to be like a raving crackhead approaching you at the bus stop. Like nothing that I say is an investment thesis you should ever consider deploying capital based on.
I want him.
They look so funny, man. Like every time I see the fucking Bitcoin puppet pictures, I just burst out laughing.
I dig them for sure.
I have a friend who loaded up at like 0.002 Bitcoin.
For the puppets?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he spent like half a Bitcoin at like 0.002 Bitcoin on Bitcoin puppets. And
he's eating good right now.
He went from being like a whole coiner to having like 20 Bitcoin.
Oh shit, that's awesome. That's sick.
This guy actually was really he lost basically all of his money on a token that went down like 90%. And he fucking ground it all back up to like 3x his initial point within like a month. It's really insane how people do that story so consistently.
I need to be consistent like that. I need that fucking story because I get fucking wrecked, and then I'm like, all right, I guess I got to grind it up for the next fucking year again. You piece of shit.
I've actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I've actually gotten wrecked and grounded up like a fair amount.
I have done it multiple times too, but I haven't had my resurgence yet.
I just always have like a solid 3-month period of like trauma recovery before I start grinding again. Whereas these guys just jump right back into it. And I like, I need to like go take a vacation or something. But like I got fucked in Luna, man. Like I got turbo fucked. And the funny thing is like, if Do Kwon released like Luna 2, I would also invest. Like I'm such
I think he did release Luna 2, didn't he?
Luna 2 with like a built-in like algo stablecoin.
Oh, okay.
Like the reason that I'm not super bullish on Luna is because he didn't do the thing that lost everyone billions of dollars again. Like if he did the thing that lost everyone money,
he just got arrested,
I would be like, holy shit.
Didn't he just get arrested?
I thought he like got out. I don't know though.
I just saw him I think I just saw him like in a mask, like getting arrested like a week ago.
Huh. I don't know. He did get arrested, but I thought he got out.
Oh, okay.
Someone made a thread saying like, who are going to be like the big main character billionaire supervillains this cycle? Like, who's it going to be? And I responded saying like, you don't want to hear this, bro, but it's just going to be all the same ones doing it again. Like,
it's always the same ones.
Yeah, like there's not going to be any new characters. It's going to be the same guys that you all know and love with new Ponzi's, and they're going to fucking run it up again. And we're all going to buy because like there's no amount of like evilness and failure that doesn't get contradicted by the price going up. Like when the price goes up a 5x, you're going to stop shitting on them. When it goes up a 10x, you're going to buy, right?
And at 100x, they're your fucking Lord and Savior again.
Yeah, like niggas are not out here fucking like with principles.
They have no principles. Zero principles is real. That's so true. No one's got principles out here. You know how many times people have been fucking scammed by Arthur? And they love Arthur right now. Yeah. Arthur stole all their money so many times. Arthur might be one of the biggest, if not the biggest holder of Bitcoin still, with the BitMEX insurance fund. And everyone loves him. He just fucking like with absolutely zero, like whatever, just stole everyone's money with like treacherous algos and like the little box that would pop up and saying that the system's overloaded. So you can't
trading has been paused. You can no longer manage your positions.
And then you just fucking get like liquidated. And you just like fucking treacherous, dude. and everyone's still like, yeah, we love him. I'd love to see a black guy make it on Black History Month, you know?
Absolutely,
fucking Arthur just out here. Dude. He's like climbing Everest or Kilimanjaro right now.
Is he?
Yeah, he just posted a picture.
Is he the one that everyone posts the pictures of, like jogging?
Yeah, the black guy. Shit? The black guy.
Fucking Arthur.
Yeah, that's Arthur. Yeah. Fucking love to see a black guy make it out here.
Oh my god, man. Yeah, I mean, like. And the weird thing is, like, I keep thinking that people are doing like they know that when they're shitting on these people for like being evil, treacherous bastards, that they themselves also have done this. Because, you know, like it's never that you see the complaints about these people coming from the guy who's like squeaky clean himself, right? Like, it's exclusively like evil people complaining about like other evil people.
Yeah, being more evil than them.
And I always assume it's like a marketing thing that they're doing, or they're like, oh, they just want to take attention share from this one and move it to themselves or something. But like, you get to talking to them and they're legitimately passionate about how evil this other person is. And it's like, wait, dude, like you're a
scammer.
You're like literally like evil. bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking? And they're like, oh, my thing wasn't evil because like I wasn't like scamming like this group of people. I was scamming like this other group of, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
what are you talking
you're
about?
like actually like a delusional snake. What the hell?
Many delusional snakes in crypto.
Yeah. And I'm out here like, I don't know, dude. Like, maybe I'm not supposed to be like, maybe you're just never supposed to admit when you do anything that's bad or wrong.
That's what I've been told. I need to just do something bad or wrong and get it to work, but I can't.
And then just deny it. Like, just be an evil scammer, and then like that's.
I can't even do it. I've wanted to. I wish I could. It's just not in me.
It's like what? Let's say that you literally pull off $100 million heist, and some guy puts it together, and he posts all the like Etherscan transaction links. What's to stop you from just literally tweeting out random transaction hashes on your own and being like, no, this is where I did, and then just like make something up? Has anybody ever read an Etherscan transaction hash? Does anybody even know how to use Etherscan?
I mean, I
have no fucking idea. You can show me this shit and say like, this is what this means, and I would be like, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's what it says.
They theoretically come back eventually. Those threads are for the IRS to look at later. It's not for the community. The IRS they compile those. And
does the IRS even know?
They're learning quickly. They know where they know how to get. They're trying to get their money back. When you get audited in 4 years, they're gonna have those threads archived.
I did at the end of one of my. God, I made this big, like, massively stimmed out fucking post about the 2017 bull market and how I lost like $1 million, and everyone shared it, and they're like, wow, like, this is so brilliant and insightful. Thank you, Lucas. And I was like, this is like an I've been awake for 3 days rant on how I lost $1 million. I didn't think it was like super insightful, but I guess that's what passes in crypto. And my last comment in the thread was like, you actually should be paying your taxes because like Etherscan is forever. On-chain data is forever. Every transaction that you've ever made is like permanently inscribed in the blockchain. And like, they don't have it now, but the IRS is in like 3, 5, whatever years, they are going to have like a super massive AI that just goes through every transaction you've ever made and spits out how much money you owe. And if you haven't paid that much money, they're not going to be nice to you.
No, definitely not. I mean, I think if you tried, they'll be lenient. But at some point, they're going to be like, if you haven't even bothered, they're just be like, fuck you, kill yourself. Or like, you're going to prison.
I think you're going to have to have attempted to make a good faith effort. Now, I don't know what the fuck that's going to look like.
Good faith effort, for sure. I mean, what I do is I just give them the cash out wallets because I don't know how to do everything else. And I think that they don't know how to do everything else either. Not just like they don't know how to have the technology, but I think like the laws don't make any sense. So I give them what I cash out and then pay the basis on that and call it an event. And I think that's reasonable because that's the money that's real. Whereas I don't give them my DEX swapping wallet because that's retarded and it doesn't actually do anything. That's fake money anyway.
I'm not going to say that that's financial advice that anyone listening should
No, it's not financial advice.
I think that might be, I would say personally, if I was the IRS, I would fuck you in the ass for doing that.
For what? There's no money. I can't even use that money. It's not even real.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is not a financial advice. I'm probably going to get told this.
I would say, oh, dude, that's scary.
No, because it's not, when you cash it out, that's cash. Right?
But like every time you swap, you're supposed to pay taxes on the gains.
But the gains are unrealized until you sell.
It doesn't matter. Like if I sell Ethereum into Bitcoin and then Bitcoin appreciates and Ethereum had appreciated while I'm holding it, like I was supposed to pay taxes on that swap.
You'll end up paying more taxes than money you have ever had.
Yeah. This is why I barely ever buy or sell. Because when I realized that every transaction is a taxable event, I became petrified of ever spending any money in crypto.
Yeah, see, but I'm fairly positive that that's not going to hold over time because that's like taxing volume, not taxing. It's not capital gains. That's volume. That's taxing your volume, and volume is not a real metric of how much money you have. So they're not. That's not going to hold up in over time.
Dude, we've got to fucking clip this entire part from the podcast, or the IRS.
No, this is speculation.
Specifically, they're literally going to specifically find your wallet and like destroy your life.
All right, fine, fair. We'll clip this out. But I just do not think that there's no way in hell that they're going to keep that over time.
I think they absolutely are.
They don't do that for any other market.
Yeah, they do.
No, they do. They do it based on your gains, not off of like, if you, for example, if you transferred from, oh yeah, I guess they
they absolutely do.
No, because you have to sell into cash first. You can't like trade from like Amazon into Apple without first going to cash.
No, you can actually. Brokers can do swaps of assets for assets, but it's a taxable event to them.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Like what you're saying is 100% how every other U.S. market operates.
I'm killing myself. Do they do that for what's it called? Foreign exchange? Forex?
I don't actually know about Forex, so I can't tell you. But like
in Forex,
if you're transacting an asset as a vehicle for financial investment, the U.S. government is going to do whatever the fuck it can to tax you.
It's so over.
Right.
Oh, I hate everything. Fine.
Like if they know,
clip it all out. I'm going to prison. Fucking send me to prison then. I don't have time for this. Fucking
do you
cringe.
see why I fucking never buy anything now? Do you see why I'm such a bitch about entering any position? Because it's like I literally have to be comfortable holding that for like a year. Because I'm not gonna fucking pay. I'm not gonna fucking pay short-term capital gains taxes on anything, right? Mm-hmm. Fucking short-term capital gains, bro. Fucking like 40% or some shit. Absolutely not.
Killing me. Well, good thing I take L's more than I take W's. That's the only thing
right, exactly. Like my reporting for whatever the last year was. It's like, oh, thank God we had thank fucking God we have the Luna losses, right? Like, because like I had like $2 million of realized losses in Luna.
Oh yeah, well that's very helpful.
Right, I can roll a lot of fucking shit forward.
I have fortunately been getting wrecked anyway, so I did pay taxes on. I had 1 year that was a gain, but I was also unemployed, so it worked out fine. The way that I didn't have to pay that many taxes, in the end, so that worked out cool. This year I've been getting wrecked anyway, so fuck it, we're fine.
You've been getting wrecked this year?
Well, I was doing fine until I started getting wrecked the last couple weeks.
Huh.
So now I'm getting wrecked. But this year is also only a few months in.
Yeah.
So I was doing fine, just holding, sitting on my money, and then I started actively trading and I started fucking up. So
I think I figured out how to like actually preserve my money and grow it. But like I appear to just be a huge pussy. Like I'm really good at not losing my money, but I'm not really good at making like a 10x in like 2 days. There are some guys out there who will just religiously like 1000x their net worth. That's never.
I made
like a 10x.
I made like a 10x on the year on Whiff, and then I was like, let me try to trade and be smart, and then I lost like a lot of it, and now I'm like, okay, I'm mad right now.
I've flat out just become I'm like the majors boomer. I'm like, I'm gonna hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Sol. I'm going to have like a tiny position allocated to like NFTs and ordinals. And I'm going to like do a little bit of derivatives trading, maybe.
Yeah.
Or like I learned, this was the craziest thing was when I figured out that I can just loan my assets out. Like I can just get a loan for all my Ethereum, use it to buy Bitcoin and hold the Bitcoin while it appreciates. Like when I figured that out, I was like, oh, holy fuck. Like I don't even have to do the meme about taking out like credit card debt or getting a Bitcoin.
Oh, that's right, because you can do like Celsius, or not Celsius, whatever the current Aave.
I didn't even use Aave because Aave gives you like good shit, but like you can get better rates if you go through like an OTC desk. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, it's like it's pretty nice having like a 1-to-1 loan on my shit that I can use to buy an asset that's also going to appreciate.
Yeah, that's good. Loans. I've never taken advantage of the flash loan life.
That was something that I felt really dumb for not doing before. Because it's like, what does literally every wealthy person in the planet do with their capital? Do they just sit there, or do they use it as leverage on something?
Yeah, good point. Very good point. Next time, or not next time, like in the future.
I mean, you can do it now. I think that
I don't have enough to loan to make it worthwhile.
I guess that's fair.
It needs to be like enough, but I was like, I have enough to make it viable. I don't know what the actual rates are. I'm speculating.
We can run nodes now too. I learned running like fucking Ethereum nodes and shit like that. I built a node out basically because like we need the network storage, right?
Yeah.
I found a way that I could build a computer that would work as networked storage for like media.
Mm-hmm.
And also it would also work as a node, and it would also work as something else that I wanted for my home server. So it's like, oh fuck, let's do this. But it's like now I'm helping the Ethereum network be decentralized.
Oh yes.
Which is again hilarious because I fucking hate Ethereum. Like I'm like actually one of the most like pro Ethereum people in the planet if you look at like what I do, but I fucking hate it so much. Like outwardly, you would think that I would never touch this token, but I'm like an Ethereum maxi running a fucking node, going to ETH Denver. Like what the shit, man?
Yes, in practice, ETH maxis. Well, not recently for me, but in practice, I am. Yeah, if in like actual use, if like we're probably top couple percentage of users.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like I mean, running a node. There's literally like 6,000 nodes in America.
Oh,
like I'm like one of 6,000, and it's even less than that because most people have like multiple nodes that they're running.
Bro,
right?
You're polishing Ethereum's dick. You're
literally,
glazing.
yeah, it's insane.
You're glazing. Oh man, fucking dick.
I'm like literally like 0.0000001 percentile involvement in the Ethereum ecosystem.
Make sure to swallow while you're at it, bro. Damn, that's
so
crazy.
Fucking bad.
Fucking meat polisher.
And Lucas, all I do is post about Solana and Bitcoin and how good they are.
You should change your name to Lucas Meat Writer. That'd be so the Lucas Meat Writer arc.
When he gets older, he won't sound like this anymore, right?